Predicaments, unpleasant predicaments. This is where we look back on predicaments that have occurred throughout our lives, and they're somewhat unpleasant. But now that we're victorious, we've made it through. Now we can look back, we can laugh, we can learn from that experience, and then be on the last talk show and talk about these
Man, I got a lot of them.
Let's go with the first one. Predicament number one. The unpleasant kiss predicament. I want to start with Sean.
Oh, you want me to give?
And it doesn't have to be the worst. It could just be one unpleasant experience.
Oh, wow. Did I ever have an unpleasant kiss?
Wow,
you know, okay, I did.
Okay.
It wasn't like a passionate, crazy kiss, but last year I was dating and stuff. I was like, I've never dated. Ooh, let's go date. So, I'm at that age right now where like young guys want me, but old guys want me too. Right? Like I'm at that age. It's interesting.
Okay.
It is interesting.
It's interesting.
It's interesting, right? So I went on a date with like an older fella. A couple dates. We went on a couple dates. He was nice. He was nice. Okay. And then like it was just one of those moments where I felt like, oh man, he like tried to peck me and I was like, oh, that kind of turned away last minute and then gave him my cheek. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, he's just so old. I tried it. It wasn't even that he was that old. Yeah. It was just uncharted territory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dang, we didn't even get to a third date.
Oh.
Because he didn't read the room right. He didn't read the room right.
Okay. I appreciate that. I like that. Now I want to hear from Rawa. Rawa, your unpleasant predicament via kiss.
The first thing I thought about was just the aggressiveness of someone else's kiss. And I have small lips and the person had really big lips, and so they didn't really know how to work around my lips, and they were kind of in my nose.
Oh my goodness.
The tongue wasn't right either. It's all, yeah.
You do got little lips.
And so it was literally wet. You could feel it. So you know when they walk away in the dry.
Yeah, you feel that.
Did you smell their breath?
Yeah. Well, that was gonna be my.
Honestly, that wasn't too bad. The breath wasn't bad.
It was
the wetness, the not even working. If I move this way, there's something.
And that's why we can talk about it briefly. I mean, in that man's defense, they say close your eyes when you kiss. Now, if he had
his eyes closed.
If he had his
I
eyes
had to open
open
mine and be like, "Are you?" Excuse me.
Yeah, help me. So I'm like, maybe his eyes should have been open so he could have been targeting better. Because like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles.
It probably wasn't his fault.
No,
he didn't know.
I gave him a break and tried to do it again, but no.
He gave him a break. Oh my gosh. I gave him a break.
Slow down.
She was like, wait,
breathe. Yeah, breathe. And now let's try to target practice.
Oh my God. She had to come up for air.
I think I remember telling him to slow down, but I don't think
it was probably just a size thing. Yeah, for sure.
It just didn't match. So
that's not favorable. So clap that up. Clap that up. I mean, I don't like to clap up unpleasant kisses, but you know, I love that we can look back at it and you're not afraid to talk about it. Oh boy, this could have been an expertise. A predicament with your ex. An unpleasant predicament. Now, I don't want to dig up old demons. If y'all just want to shimmy on through to the next one, we don't have to. But if you're comfortable, and if you have an anecdote or someone else's anecdote, you can. Shawnee, your face is looking like you may have something.
Like a situation?
Yeah.
A situation. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't do exes. Oh. I don't. I am cut off culture all the way.
So you don't even consider them an ex. Once they're done, they've disappeared.
I don't even know you.
Oh,
who are you?
So they're not dead to you. They're erased. They don't exist. They no longer exist.
No longer.
Yeah. No. I just don't. I don't put myself in the predicament to have a predicament with an ex. Yeah. What for what? I don't do that. No.
Like you're talking about like a time with an ex, like a predicament.
Like
just something unpleasant that happened with an ex. With an ex. So not with like when they were your partner, but when they were your ex. Because normally you somehow bump back into your ex.
Man.
Like I can share mine. Like I was at the grocery store.
I literally pray against it.
Yeah, and it's a very unpleasant predicament. Because it's like you're bumped in and it's like, you try not to look at each other, but it's like, okay, look, they're in front of me in the stall. She's looking back, giving me dirty looks. And it's like, oh my gosh, man, I know you cheated on me. Why are you giving me dirty looks? Okay, let me not get too personal.
Yeah.
Rawa, you got anything?
I only had one ex who, he was very manipulative. And he tried to call me, So she tried to call me back to say what's up after, using me and owed me money, and it's like, no, we definitely. I don't want to have any issues with my ex. I don't like that, so I don't like dismiss them, disappear, because I'm in San Diego, so they're there. There's no hate, but at the same time, there's no love either. If you still owe me some money.
Pay people back.
Oh, not
that's
the money.
The motto.
Oh, that's the
Pay
worst.
people back.
You know what I'm saying? I can get past just the loyalty too. It wasn't. I wouldn't say money. It was the did you call me for the money back? So that but no, it was just. Hey, how you doing? No, we're not.
We ain't getting down.
I think the closest thing to predicament I got was like, I found a message request in one of like my other inboxes, and it was like a year and a half later.
Oh my God!
It was like,
wow.
And it was like, you cut me off. I'm sorry. I miss you. Call me. And like I have the number, and it was like, and I was like, oh. And it was not only that, but it was like, oh, you cut me off. I'm so sorry. And this was like at 3 a.m. or something.
Oh,
and then they wrote me again at like 5 a.m. I was like, oh, you was just up all night. Look at
Donnie, you had
Shawty, I miss
No.
At 3 a.m., those 3 a.m. thoughts are a little different.
I didn't see the message till like a whole year or something later. And I was just like, oh, you sick puppy.
They are.
Let's get to the next category of the show. Clap it up for unpleasant predicaments, live studio audience. The next category is the heated debate. Now, what this does is it pits guest against guest. And it can get crazy because it can get heated, it can get hot, because especially we have the community page on our YouTube, YouTube, and you're going to vote for who you think debates best, and whoever wins gets a little something, something. So you want to debate your point the best way you can, so you can get a little something, something.
A little something.
So we're going to present the topic, and one of you has to choose one of you has to choose the other. I will serve as my best capacity as a moderator of sorts.
Okay.
Are you ready for the topic, ladies?
Yes.
Let's get down to the topic. Waffles versus pancakes. And this comes up a lot amongst friends and family and whoever, co-workers. I'm going to give it up to Rawa first. Rawa, I want you to decide, waffles or pancakes?
To me, I just like the crispiness of the waffles.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going in on these pancakes.
Going in on the pancakes. You like the crispiness of waffles?
I like the crispiness of waffles, and they don't make me feel as heavy as pancakes. So I like just the same. I don't have them much, but if I were to choose waffles.
You choose waffles. Okay, Shawnee, rebuttal, pancakes.
Well, see, the thing with waffles is that they're like, they trick you. You know, they look like there's a lot of waffle to it, but it'd be air because it's just boxes of air. But pancakes are versatile because they can be fluffy on the inside with the crispy edge. Come on now, somebody, gotta have the crispy edge, and then it soaks in the
syrup, the butter,
right? But see, waffles, they get soggy.
That's why you eat them right then and there. You don't wait for it. It's not something, even with pancakes, you can't just leave them for later and reheat them up. She's like, I've done it. Especially with syrup. Especially with the syrup, so.
You dive right in.
I like the waffles. They don't make me feel as heavy, so.
I'm just putting this out there. I'm not choosing a side, but there is no International House of Waffles. There is an International House of Pancakes. But I'm not going against anybody. In your defense, in Rawa's defense, so I kind of helped Shawnee, but I'm going to help my girl Rawa. There is no Roscoe's House of Chicken and Pancakes. There is Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles! So, and Roscoe's being one of my favorite restaurants, I do have to say, I love my waffles. But I love my pancakes too, so I'm going to throw it back to y'all. So let's go kind of closing argument. We'll take it to Shawnee. Shawnee, your closing argument for why pancakes are supreme.
I feel like pancakes are better equipped to hold add-ins. You could put anything in a pancake. You could take it sweet and savory with the bacon bit inside the pancakes. Whereas waffles, you know, because of the way that the stuff spreads it's just not as equipped, you know, for the job. You know, it's not as equipped to fill you up. And the pancakes, you can absolutely reheat pancakes up. I did it before. I did it before. Okay, they are built to withstand. Okay, pancakes understand the assignment. They understand the assignment.
Okay, Shawnee, clap it up for Shawnee.
All right.
That was her closing argument. Rawa, you gotta hit us. Waffles closing argument.
So with waffles, I also like sandwiches, so I always just think of being creative on that aspect, so it doesn't always have to be slimy with it sticking through. You know, you can make a nice clean sandwich with them.
That sounds very good.
Trying to think, and again, to me, they're just lighter, so I can have more. Pancakes are filled and fluffy, and they soak it all in. It's okay if some of my syrup falls off of my waffles. It's okay. Maybe I didn't eat it.
Clap it up for the both of them. Go to the